Hey guys, we're Weekend Runaways, a couple of storytellers who take quick trips around the West Coast and sometimes the world to make weird and wonderful memories that keep our inner kids alive. While in Sweden for a work trip, we found ourselves in Kolmården Zoo, a park that, not unlike Animal Kingdom, had attempted to blend wild rides with wildlife preservation, a combination that doesn't always go together super well. With everything from red pandas to roller coasters, this weekend runaway took us away from our home near the Pacific coast and into the Scandinavian wilderness along the Baltic Sea. This is Kolmården Zoo.
We are at the Kolmården Zoo just outside of Norrköping, Sweden, probably about a couple hours south of Stockholm. I'm so excited to be here. The trees are huge, the animals are amazing. This is definitely a fun place to go. And one thing we're really excited about checking out is the Wildfire roller coaster. I'm pretty nervous about it, but we're gonna go check that out and see what it's all about.
Prior to visiting Kolmården, there was only one other amusement park that we knew of that had combined animals with attractions, and let's just say it's not our favorite Disney park. While there are certainly things we love about Animal Kingdom, like its theming, its food, and its rides, there was always a key ingredient that felt lacking: its animals. As we entered the gate, we hoped that the amusements of the park didn't upstage its furry residents. Oh.
So this is like the kid corner of the park, and it's one of the first places you come to. And apparently it's based off of a Swedish cartoon of a bear who has friends with a white rabbit, a turtle, a black fox, or wolf, something like that. And there's this whole theme park around it, and they have shows and theater productions and rides, and it's such a fun little place to come to. It definitely gives me the same vibes as Disney World.
After enjoying a kids show that we couldn't understand and riding a flying Dumbo-type ride, Jeff had to steer from the back seat. It was time for lunch at Highland, a buffet restaurant overlooking the Baltic Sea. With foods like spicy sausage and curry, it was not what we expected in a zoo. But we had the place almost to ourselves, and for roughly $20 a person, the food was very good. And who could complain with that view? I don't know if it was the time of year or if Sweden is just less congested overall, but this summer afternoon in Norrköping was less crowded than it had any right to be. Viewing areas that would normally be thronged by tourists in Animal Kingdom were so empty the animals almost looked bored. But the park didn't feel abandoned, rather private and preserved, an experience that, I hate to admit, would be nearly impossible to have in the States. One thing that Kolmården is famous for is its cable car safari ride, which apparently was the first zoo in the world to have such a feature when it opened in 1965.
One really cool thing they have here is a gondola safari. So you get inside of a gondola and you can play, you can choose your language, and someone will explain the different animals that you're looking at. And they had safari animals, they had animals that are known to be throughout Sweden, and it was so relaxing, and the views of the zoo and of the water, which I believe is the Baltic Sea, were absolutely incredible.
With everything from lions to elephants to breathtaking views of the Baltic, the experience was worth the roughly half-hour journey. But you definitely want to go to the bathroom beforehand, because there is no turning back once the ride starts. Perhaps the thing that Kolmården is most famous for is Wildfire. As both the fastest wooden roller coaster in Europe and the tallest wooden roller coaster currently in operation, this legendary attraction stood in the zoo like some sort of mythical creature. It didn't fit the nature aesthetic of the Swedish forest, or even the carnival atmosphere of the kiddie rides. It was in a league of its own.
We made it to the Wildfire roller coaster. As you can see behind me, I'm pretty nervous. Jeff bought me a red panda to calm my nerves, but I gotta say, I'm still a little nervous, but we're gonna do it, and it's gonna be fun. We're gonna face our fears, and we're gonna have an experience here at Kolmården Zoo.
The wait said 10 minutes, but it was pretty much a walk-on, and even for us seasoned riders, We were terrified, and rightfully so.
Oh my goodness, that was possibly the most thrilling roller coaster I've ever been on in my life. You don't have shoulder straps, it's just a waist thing, but you're doing corkscrews and loops, and the initial drop is so straight down, it's overwhelming, but you do have an incredible view of the water and the mountains from up there. And yeah, I'm still kind of spinning a little bit. It was so insane. Ugh. That's so far away, but it's so cute.
With the park closing early, around 6 p.m., probably to put the animals to sleep, Jeff and I snuck one last stroll in throughout the park and enjoyed how we almost had the entire place to ourselves.
So it's a little hard to explain, but I feel like this zoo is what Animal Kingdom at Disney World, Florida should have been. Animal Kingdom is great, but you don't really get to see that many animals. The only time you do is really on the safari, and you're on a bus with a bunch of other people, and it's up to the animals to kind of come get close to you. But here at this zoo, you have so many opportunities to be really close to the animals. I mean, even on their version of the safari, which is the gondola ride, you get to go into their environment and get really close to them while they're relaxing. They don't have to come to you. And then even places like this, there's animals here so close, just doing their thing, hanging out, and they're not super far away. There's petting zoos. There's so many opportunities to get really close and see the animals in a very special way. And so you really get to see the animals a lot closer. A couple of rhinos are just brought in. And it's so cute because right across the hall are a bunch of meerkats, and they were all standing up on their tippy toes, trying to get a look at the rhinos and see what was going on. So they're so cute.
Unlike Animal Kingdom, this was a zoo first and a theme park second. And its dense forests and awe-inspiring views of the Baltic made it an experience we wished we had more time to enjoy. Have you been to Kolmården Zoo? And if so, was it as empty for you as it was for us? If you liked this video, please like and subscribe so that you can be the first to know of our next weekend runaway.
Well, that is the end of the day for us here at Kolmården Zoo in Sweden. I'm so excited that we got to visit this, and if you are ever in the area, I highly recommend it. It is definitely the park that Animal Kingdom wishes it could be. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.